So it actually looks like there's some somewhat bad news for the iPhone 16e. Now, we keep ripping on this phone because it's such an interesting approach by Apple. But a big thing that just ended up happening, and one concept that we were thinking about when this phone was originally announced, was who was going to buy it, right? Who's going to go over there, pre-order this phone? And typically, just to give you guys some perspective, whenever a new iPhone comes out, usually within the first 2 hours, 3 hours, even the first hour, for certain models of those iPhones, typically they will start being delayed out. So if you're going to go through and pick up an iPhone, depending on what type of iPhone you're going to get, there could be a very high chance that typically those iPhones will basically go ahead, and once you go ahead and buy them, if you pre-order them, they're going to start slipping in terms of the dates of which you can buy them. Now, if you still go to Apple's website, I'm recording this February 22nd, so this is still like a few days after when Apple even put this thing out, so it's 2 days after, technically yesterday and today. Even the day after of this iPhone being out, basically every single model that you spec this thing out to, it's still able to be bought, which is great. So you're still able to buy this thing, and it's still getting shipped and delivered, and you can pick it up the exact same day as the other ones from yesterday and the day before whenever I pre-ordered it. So that right there is a very interesting thing. Now, why is that important? Well, that basically shows us that the demand of something like an iPhone 16e isn't necessarily there. It doesn't really look like there's that big of a demand for people to go through, and they're wanting to go and pick up this phone. It looks like that's not there, and I think that's totally okay. And you have to remember that when this iPhone comes out, right, it's kind of coming out in between iPhone cycles, but I really think that this could end up being the case for this iPhone in general. When the iPhone SE3 originally came out, that iPhone was $429, and that iPhone had a hard time selling. It really just wasn't that successful of an iPhone from Apple's sales numbers portion. But when you take a look at this iPhone, it's kind of following in that same exact suit. It doesn't look like this iPhone is going to be like this super stellar, like great performing selling iPhone right now. Maybe it will be like that in the future, but I think this is mostly because of Apple's approach of their pricing. I just don't think this was a good $599 phone. It's a great phone, it's a good phone, but the price tag of that phone, it's just overpriced. Same thing with the iPhone SE3. When that came out, Apple's last budget mid-tier phone, $429, that's a little overpriced for that phone. It's not a terrible phone even now, but that phone should have been like a $229 phone or $299 phone at the max. This one I think would have been a great $449 phone, but I think at $599, it's way too overpriced in my opinion. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.